hasta las 4 de la mañana y el comercio continúa abierto de lunes a domingo hasta las 11 de la noche. Recuerda, no bajemos la guardia.
Nos vamos a levantar, recuperar nuestras vidas y prosperar.
Con confianza y corazón, vamos.
Avanzar superando desafíos, cada uno en su trinchera, con pasión, con valentía, confiando en nosotros, en nuestros sueños, en nuestro destino, sabiendo que de esta vamos a salir.
Por nuestro amado tricolor.
El país entero, hombro a hombro, con esperanza, con ganas de vencer, unidos los corazones, todas las voluntades, para cantar con una sola voz. Para apoyar a las personas más vulnerables y disminuir los efectos del COVID-19, el Gobierno Nacional lleva adelante el nuevo Plan Panamá Solidario, el cual se extiende hasta el 31 de diciembre de 2021. Para continuar recibiendo el beneficio del vale digital, tendrás la oportunidad de realizar 24 horas de servicio social al mes dentro de tu comunidad o tomar cursos de capacitación para la vida y el trabajo en el INADE. Inscríbete en la página web www.panamasolidario.gov.pa, sección Vale Digital, y allí elige 3 opciones de servicio social comunitario. Tienes hasta el 31 de julio del 2021 para llenar el formulario de inscripción en la plataforma y mantener así el beneficio del Vale Digital hasta el 31 de diciembre de 2021. Con la extensión del Plan Panamá Solidario, miles de familias panameñas tendrán la tranquilidad y esperanza de salir adelante. Gobierno Nacional. El Gobierno Nacional cumple el compromiso de buscar respuestas oportunas a los miles de ciudadanos que se han visto afectados económicamente por la pandemia. Conjuntamente con la Superintendencia Bancaria de Panamá, hemos logrado la extensión de la flexibilización bancaria hasta el 31 de diciembre de 2021 a los deudores de préstamos hipotecarios, de autos, personales, tarjetas de crédito y otros, siempre y cuando las personas se acerquen a su banco antes del 30 de septiembre para llegar a formalizar un nuevo acuerdo. De hacerlo así, ningún panameño perderá su casa, carro y otras garantías, quedando exentos de la actualización de avalúos. Con la extensión de la flexibilización bancaria, miles de familias panameñas tendrán la tranquilidad y esperanza de salir adelante. Gobierno Nacional.
Nacional FM. Somos más educación. Nacional 101.7, Crisol 106.9 FM, Radio Nacional 840 AM, junto a CER TV y Meduca, presentan Conéctate con la Estrella. Estamos comprometidos con la formación pedagógica de la niñez panameña.
Conéctate con la Estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo, edúcate, edúcate, edúcate. Conéctate, conéctate, conéctate. Somos el futuro de la patria.
Suena el timbre de 7º grado. Conéctate con la Estrella. Somos más educación.
Hello, hello, my beautiful students. How are you today? Remember that today is Friday. It's another day to learn English. So I'm teacher Evelyn, and today we're going to continue talking about benefits of healthy habits. But remember, if you want to text us, if you want to practice English, you can do it to our number, WhatsApp number 6004-8182. Puedes llamarnos para practicar inglés al 6004-8182, or you can text us through Instagram, okay? O también lo puedes hacer por Instagram, okay? Today we're going to begin with 7th graders, okay? So pay attention because we're going to begin. I'm going to repeat again. The topic is benefits of healthy habits. I'm going to say it one more time. Benefits of healthy habits, part 3. If you want to say hello to your teacher today and right now is the time, is the moment, okay? Excellent. Now, as we usually begin with a riddle, okay? So today we are going to try another riddle. I'm going to read, and you need to pay attention. If you know the answer, remember, you can text us, okay? So listen carefully. You can use me to say hello and to say goodbye. I'm not good when I'm too dry. I can be quick or I can be slow. What am I? I'm going to repeat one more time. Listen carefully. You can use me to say hello and to say goodbye. I'm not good when I'm too dry. I can be quick or I can be slow. What am I? Okay, I'm just going to give you a clue. When you say hello to a friend, right, or when you say goodbye to your parents, you give a with your lips. Tell us. I'm not going to give you the answer. I'm going to give you at the end of this class, so you have time to text us, okay? Great. Now, the objective that we're going to have today is that, of course, you will be able to discuss benefits of practicing healthy habits. Today, these days, we need to have healthy habits. And also, you will be able to recognize some habits to grow healthy, okay? Great. Now let's go with our famous question. Did you know, so this is for you teenagers, okay? Pay attention. Did you know teens need 9 hours of sleep per night for their bodies to function properly? So tell me, guys, tell me, how many hours do you sleep at night? Remember, you need 9 hours of sleep per night. 9 hours, not 5, not 4, not 7. 9 hours, okay? If you want to learn better, if you want to be healthy, boy or girl, you need to sleep 9 hours. Great. Now, as I said before, I'm going to mention some healthy habits. We have do exercise, drink water, sleep more, wash your body, eat healthy food. By this time, tell me, what kind of habits do you do nowadays? Do you exercise? Do you drink water? Do you sleep more? Wash your body? Eat healthy food? Tell me. I'm going to read you, okay? Great. Now, let's continue with the vocabulary, okay? Let's practice vocabulary. Remember, this is the time for you to pronounce the words, okay? Pronounce the word. We have advise. Very good. Advise, avoid, granny, mentally, performance, together, and wise. Remember, students, that today we are reviewing, okay? This is vocabulary we just did 2 Fridays ago. I'm going to repeat one more time the words. Advise, avoid, granny, mentally, performance, together, wise. Very good, excellent. Okay, I have here some greetings. Say, saludos y bendiciones para todos los maestros. Excelente. Thank you. Excellent, that's right. We're trying to do the best for you guys, okay? Thank you. Now, remember that last Friday, we talked about Granny's advice. And today I'm going to repeat some Granny's advice. Remember that Granny's means like grandmother. So I'm going to just repeat another Granny's advices, okay? We need to avoid junk food. This is one advice. Other advice, we need to sleep 8 hours or 9 hours per day. We do exercises regularly, right? We need to visit the doctor. This is another good advice. Visit the doctor. And if you do this kind of advices, you know what? You are going to have a healthy habit, okay? Remember, avoid junk food. You can eat hamburger, pizza, McDonald's, right? Yes, you can do it, but try to do it like 1 per month, okay? You need to sleep well, drink water, do exercises. So those advices, our Granny's advices, will guarantee to have a healthy habit, okay? Great. Now, let's talk about time expressions, as I said before, right? there are some time expressions that you need to focus and to say or write in some cases, okay? We have tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. Okay, time expressions is mean like future. Tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. Those time expressions, remember, express future, okay? Great. Now, the topic for today, I'm going to introduce WH questions about this, about healthy habits, okay? WH questions, but I'm going to inform you or want to share with you that WH questions are questions that require more information in their answers, okay? It's not like yes or no. It's more detailed. For example, some WH questions we have who, that is, it will be a person. What is a thing or an action, if you want to know what is that, right? When, it's about time. Where, a place, if you want to know a place, you need to begin with where. Why, if you need a reason why. How is a number or the way something is done. How, okay? Great. Remember, those are WH questions. Now, I'm going to give you the structures. We have, what is she going to do? Remember that we are seeing future, right? What is she going to do? So we have WH will be what. Am is are, it will be the verb to be. Then comes the subject, then the verb with ing, and then the rest of the sentence, okay? I'm going to say it one more time. What is she going to do? So you need to know what is she doing, right? So you are going to ask, what is she doing? So the structure will be WH, in this case it is what. The verb to be, it will be depend in the pronoun or the subject, okay? Am, is, are. Then the subject, then the verb with ing, and the rest of the sentence. And the answer will be, I'm going to play soccer. Okay, it's not I, sorry, it's she. She is going to play soccer. What is she going to do? She is going to play soccer. Great, now let's continue with yes, no question, okay? The yes, no question. Yes, for example, in the yes, no question, we have the verb to be, am, is, are. The subject, I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they, then going, and then the infinitive, to play. There are two different questions. One, as I said before, the WH question, and this one is using the verb to be, okay? The be going to. Is she going to play? Am I going to eat that? Are they going to the beach? And this is a short answer. Yes, she is. Yes, we are. Or a negative, no, he isn't. No, we aren't. Okay, remember that when we use WH questions, it means that we want more details. Okay, we want more detail using the WH question. When we are using the verb, the be, right, as a question, it's because the answer is going to be short. Yes or no. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Okay, that's it. It's very short. It's not an explanation. And I'm going to give you more examples about be in the question mark. For example, are they going to play volleyball tomorrow? Are they going to play volleyball tomorrow? It will be just yes or no. In this case, yes, they are. Is she going to walk tomorrow? Is he going to walk tomorrow? And the answer will be no, he isn't. Okay? It's very short and there is no information, no detail. Remember, using WH questions is because we want more detail, more information about something or about someone. If we're using the be going to is because the answer is short and it will be yes or no. Okay? Great. Now let's practice. This is a quick practice for you, right? Complete the sentences with the correct form of the verb be and going to. Okay? Since we already talked about this 2 Fridays ago, this will be the 3rd time, right? We're reviewing a lot. So this is the time that you put in practice what you learn. Okay? It's about going to, it is what, or is, are, or all the information that we did 2 Fridays ago, you can apply it here. I'm going to read number 1. What, underline, you, underline, to do, keep fit. So this is a question, and this is a WH question. What you do to take fit? So you need to complete, okay? Complete using the verb be, or just the going to in this case. So I would say if we are using what, as I said before in the instruction, it's going to be a verb. We're using are. What are you? Because the you, remember the pronoun, we're using the verb to be are. What are you going to do to keep fit? Okay? Remember that we are using going to, the verb, the WH question. What are you going to do to keep fit? Excellent, very good. Number 2, Lorena visit the doctor. Remember that Lorena is it's a woman, right? So it's she. So we're going to use what kind of verb to be? Is, are, or am? That's right, we're going to use is. Lorena is going to visit the doctor, okay? Lorena is going to, remember that we are using going to, but we need to classify, we need to understand the verb to be. Lorena is going to visit the doctor. Very good. Now number 3, there is a space there, then the pronoun you, then another space. To sleep 8 hours a day. It's a question mark. So what kind of question do you think it will be? It will be a WH question or the verb, the be going. The be, I'm sorry. It is what you remember, you need to understand the structure. Or are you? Which one it sounds better? What you or are you? That's right. Are you? Are you going to sleep 8 hours a day? Are you going to sleep 8 hours a day? Excellent. Very good. Now, let's do the number 4. Melanie and Jake to eat healthy. Okay, remember we are using the going to, and we need to identify the verb to be. It will be is or am. Melanie and Jake, they are both, so it's plural. So what kind of verb do you think it will be? That's right, it's are. Melanie and Jake are what? Are going to eat healthy. Melanie and Jake are going to eat healthy. Excellent, very good. Okay, so let's go with the assignments. Remember that every class you have assignments to do, and this is a project that you have to do with your teacher. Okay, remember that you need to write 3 sentences about healthy habits. You need to write 3 sentences about healthy habits, and you need to use drawings or pictures for each example. Okay, if you know, if you already did it, remember you can send us through our WhatsApp number 6004-8284, or send them to our Google Classroom TO66L6D. Okay, the time is already gone, right? So don't move, because we continue with 8th grade. Okay, don't move.
Bienvenidos a Un Minuto para Ti. Es probable que cada uno de nosotros haya encontrado estrategias para gestionar sus emociones en el transcurso de estos últimos meses, realizando actividades como leer, ejercitarte, aprovechar el tiempo en familia, cocinar, entre otras. A continuación, algunos consejos para enfrentar mejor estos tiempos. Mantente cercano con tus seres queridos. Estar distante físicamente no es sinónimo de estar emocionalmente alejados. A las personas que no puedas ver por medidas de bioseguridad, lo puedes hacer de forma remota y así mantener los lazos durante este tiempo. Realiza actividades que te sean gratas y te generen satisfacción. Frente a la situación actual, es esperado que a momentos podamos sentirnos desesperanzados y con ausencia de control. Dado que no podemos controlar lo que sucede en el mundo, es importante que veamos lo que sí podemos controlar y cómo damos uso a nuestro tiempo, generando momentos de distracción que nos generen la posibilidad de experimentar placer.
Edúcate, edúcate, edúcate. Conéctate, conéctate, conéctate. Somos el futuro de la patria.
Suena el timbre de octavo grado. Conéctate con la estrella. Somos más educación.
Hello, my beautiful students. How are you today? Tell me, are you good? Or you're like this, like normal? Tell me. Okay, remember that you can text us through our WhatsApp at 60048182. Nos puedes escribir al 60048182, okay? Or through Instagram as well, okay? I want to say hello to Digna Yanelli. She is doing her homework, so that's so great. I'm so happy that you are doing homework, okay? So hello, Digna. Excellent. Now let's continue with our 8th graders, and the topic that we're going to have today, it's about people and their economic activities in Panama, part A. So this is a huge topic, and it is very important for you to know, because this is good information, because Panama is, Panama has a lot of information to give you, and it's your opportunity to learn about Panama, okay? I'm going to give you the title one more time, the lesson that we're going to have today for 8th graders. People and their economic activities in Panama, part A, okay? Very good. The objects that we are going to have is that you will be able to classify and describe the primary sector in Panama. Today, we're just going to talk about the first one, the primary sector. And then you also will be able to identify common nouns. So let's begin. This is our famous question. Did you know that Panama has always been characterized as a commercial and international center? You know, commercial, every time that say like commercial, we think about Cologne, right? And international center, it could be like Panama Canal. So we are very important around the world. Let's practice vocabulary this time, guys. This is the time that you have to practice to improve your English. So every word that I'm going to repeat here, you need to repeat at home, okay? Listen and repeat. Cattle. This is the number one. Cattle. We have poultry, irrigation, crop, miner, combustible. I'm going to explain a little bit one of them. I'm going to give you like examples so you can have an idea what this word is about, okay? It's related to. When we talk about cattle, in this case, is for example the moo, okay? The cows. This is number one. The number two, poultry. This word I explained that word 2 Fridays ago, and it's about birds. For example, chicken, dogs, geese, okay? Poultry farm, so like birds, right, that we have in our farm. Irrigation, for example, is when if you have plants, a lot of plants, right, you can give water and nutrients to that, to your farm. We have crop, that means like cultivo, okay? In the irrigation, you are giving water and minerals, nutrients to your crop, right? Crop is cultivo. Miner is the person who digs tunnels in order to get, for example, stones like gold, right? Like silver, minerals, right? And then we have the number 6, that is combustible. It is, in this case, it will be the substance, right, that we use in our car. Great. Now let's continue with more words that you need to repeat in order for you to understand the lesson, okay? Remember that this lesson, you have it in your booklet, okay? Number 7, we have river fishing. Let me hear you. Aha, that's right, river fishing, very good. We have fisher, sea fishing, exploitation. I'm going to talk about a little bit, I'm going to give you examples about these words, okay? When I say river fishing, it's just fishing in the rivers. That's right. Here in Panama, there are a lot of rivers that people can fish there. And it's like, and also it's like sport, okay? River fishing is fishing in the rivers. Number 8, fisher is the person doing the sport, doing the fishing, okay? Number 9, sea fishing, okay? This is the difference. One, in the number 7 that we have river, and number 9 we have sea fishing. It could be Atlantic or Pacific, okay? Sea fishing. Ones are in the sea and the other ones are in the rivers. And number 10, we have exploitation. It's making use of and benefiting from resources, okay? Great. Now remember that every homework that you have, you can share to us through our WhatsApp number 6004-8182, okay? If you can write your name, your grade, and name of your school, in order for us to give you opportunity to practice, to continue practice English, okay? Now let's practice about vocabulary, okay? If you see the pictures, right, and you heard me some explanation and some examples, we can do this match the word with the picture, okay? You are going to have 6 words but only 5 pictures. I'm going to repeat again. 6 words but 9 pictures. Number 1, we have cattle. Remember, moo. Number 2, poultry, like birds like chicken, dogs, geese. Number 3, river fishing. River, remember, ríos. River fishing. Number 4, irrigation, crop. And number 6, minor. The pictures that you're going to see here, we have number A, a lot of plants, right? And they are like the way that you can, por decirlo, regar las plantas. I just say the answer, okay? The letter B, there is a man that is checking and looking some kind of plants. The Z, there are a lot of birds, there are a lot of chicken there. D, there is like cows. And E, there is a man in a tunnel, okay? So I'm going to give you the answer so you can have an idea what I'm talking about here, okay? Okay, the number 1, when I say cattle, as I said before, I say like moo. It's a cow, right? So it will be the letter D. Excellent, very good. I know that you did your practice. Number 1 is D. Cattle, it will be letter D. Number 2, we have poultry. As I said before, examples, chicken, geese, dogs, so it will be letter C. River fishing, river. I don't see any river here, so there is no picture for river fishing, so there is no number 3. Number 4, irrigation. As I said before, it's like is water with nutrients, so for the plants, so I will say the letter A. Number 5, crop. It will be the man with checking the plants, so it will be letter B. And number 6, the miner, as I said before, right? It's a man that is working the tunnels and everything to take like rocks, diamonds. It will be letter E. Excellent, very good. You did an excellent job today. Let's move on. And let's talk about tongue twister here, guys. Remember the tongue twister? Teacher Tatiana always is preparing with tongue twisters, okay? So today is not the exception, right? And we're going to have the tongue twister for you guys. So repeat after me. I'm going to say it slow, and then we're going to do it faster, okay? So pay attention. While walking within the wet, white walls of winter, we wanted warmth. Let me just repeat again for you guys, okay? It's not like easy one. While walking within the wet, white walls of winter, we wanted warmth. Remember that this is a tongue twister, and the teachers use tongue twister to improve your English so you can pronounce better. So now this time we're going to do it faster, okay? Let's do it faster. I'm going to count until 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. While walking within the wet white walls of winter, we wanted warmth. Okay, very good, guys. Excellent. I know that you did an excellent job, okay? Great. Now, let's talk about the topic. As I said before, the topic, it's about sectors, economic sector in Panama, okay? And we're going to talk about the first one, so pay attention. Economic sector in Panama, we have 3. We have the primary sector, we have the secondary sector, and the tertiary sector. Okay, we have 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and let's talk about the first one, the primary sector. Okay, it's very important to know that here in Panama, in the primary sector, that I can explain a little bit. It's about an industry involved in the extraction and productions of raw materials. When I say the word raw, it means crudo, el material crudo, okay? La prima, for example. No la prima de mi prima, no. El material crudo, okay? So in this case, the primary sector is we're going to produce something about that, okay? And I'm going to give you some examples here in Panama. The main primary sector that I can mention, and can mention examples, we have the farming, okay, that there is here in Panama. It's very important. And I say, like the farming with the cows, right, with the cattle. The farming, we have agriculture with the bananas, right, the coffee. Chiriquí, Bocas del Toro, they're very important here in Panama. Cerro Punta as well. We have fishing. As I said before, we have river fishing and ocean fishing. And sometimes there are like sports, but other ones we sell the lobsters, the fish, the shrimp, right? It's like a business. And the last one is mining. Right, here in Panama we have the Petaquilla. In Taboga also we have another one, right, that I think that is destroyed right now. And remember, as I said before, the mining is that you get some rocks, diamonds, gold, right? So we can the people use it, right, as a business as well. Excellent. Now let's continue, and I'm going to give you another examples. Say people and their economic activities in Panama. As I said before, I say farming. Okay, livestock, we have farmer. Cattle farming, here in Panama we have cattle farming. In Agua Dulce, Santiago, right, we have cattle farming. Pig farming and poultry farming. They are the most important farming here in Panama, that Panama have in the economy, right? Money. Now, when we talk about agriculture, right, as another activity that Panama has, okay, the agriculture, we talk about crop, and of course the farmer. The farmer are people that maintain the crop, okay? We have dry farming and water dart, okay? In the water dart, we talk about irrigation farming. When we talk about dry farming, that is the opposite, is grow only with rain water, Okay, I'm going just to repeat one more time so you can have that idea. When we talk about dry means seco. Dry farming, it's because you only need the rain, and that's it, the rainwater. But in the irrigation farming, right, it's like more, it's a water dart, okay, es como más delicado, por decirlo aquí, water dart. For example, the strawberries, right, here in Cerro Punta, they use the irrigation farming, so they maintain it, that keep away from insects and everything, okay, they use irrigation farming. Great, excellent. Now let's talk about fishing. As I said before, I'm going to mention one more time, the fishing, we have the river fishing and the sea fishing. That's it. River fishing, I can say, for example, Bayano, right? It's a river fishing. And the sea fishing, Atlantic, Pacific, okay? Excellent. And the last one is mining, right? When we talk about mining, of course, the people that work the mining, they are miner. And we have metallic minerals, non-metallic minerals, and combustible minerals, okay? We have three ones. We have the mining, right? That is the place. The miner, the people that work in the mining. And then we have some products, for example, metallic minerals, non-metallic minerals, and the combustible minerals, okay? Excellent, very good. Now, let's talk about common nouns so quickly, okay? Common nouns. When I say the word common, it's just general, okay? It said common nouns are simply words that name people, places, and things or ideas. They are written in lower case. When I say lower case, minúscula. Remember, common nouns, it means a noun that is a general, it's very common. I'm going to say some examples. For example, cell phone. Cell phone is a common noun, okay? Common noun. If I say, for example, iPhone, is not common. It's a brand, so it's not common noun. But if I say cell phone, it means that it's general. General. This is a structure, okay? Another example, if I say pencils, it means that it's general, okay? But if I say the brand of some pencil, for example, Castle, so it's not general. So remember, when I say common nouns, it means something general. Another example, I would say pen, chairs, lamps, okay? Remember, common nouns, it means it's something is general. The item is very general and it's not specific ones, okay? They are everywhere. They are everywhere, and you use them all the time. So right now, look around you and tell me, what kind of common nouns do you see? I'm going to repeat again your task for today. Look around you, right? Around what you have, and tell me, what common nouns can you mention, okay? In this case, the common noun that I can mention, I would say computer, tablet, cell phone, share. So these are my common nouns. So it's your turn to mention what common nouns are around you, okay? So far, 8th graders, we ended for today, but don't worry, we'll have more from 9th graders, okay? So see you, don't move.
Hola, estamos en un minuto para ti. Hoy traigo para ti pensamientos que te ayudarán a lograr lo que te propongas. Tu mente es más poderosa que tu propio cuerpo. Nunca desconfíes de lo que eres capaz. Una mentalidad positiva es la clave para alcanzar lo que te propones. Nunca es demasiado tarde para alcanzar tus metas. Convéncete de que te mereces lo mejor y lucha por ello. Un paso a la vez. No todo puede hacerse de la noche a la mañana. No te desesperes. Eres capaz de todo lo que le indiques a tu cuerpo y a tu mente que hagan. Y recuerda, haz todo lo posible para que tu día sea bueno. porque de lo imposible se encarga Dios.
El proyecto de todos, y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo, edúcate, 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 conéctate, conéctate, conéctate. Somos el futuro de la patria.
Suena el timbre de 9º grado. Conéctate con la estrella. Somos más educación.
Hello, my beautiful students. How are you today? Okay, I'm going to say that I'm so happy to be here with you, sharing more English classes and teach you so you can practice and improve English. And now is the turn for 9th graders, and the topic that we're going to have today is about relationships. Okay, last Friday, Teacher Tatiana talked about relationships, and today I'm going to talk about relationship part 2. I'm going to repeat one more time. The topic is relationship. Okay, great. Remember that the objective that you are going to have at the end, the objective for the lesson, is that you will be able to distinguish the different friends and family relationships we can find inside and outside school. And also that you will be able to practice the basic differences between the present simple and present continuous. Okay, remember today I'm going to talk about simple present and present continuous. Great. Now, as Teacher Tatiana always practice with you phonetic time, today is not the exception, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about the letter C. Okay, you know the letter C has different sounds. For example, it's like k, 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 or C. I'm going to give you more examples. Remember, it's time to practice English, so you need to repeat after me. Cup. See? K, 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 cup. Then we have another example. Place. We do not say plate. We say place. Then we have chocolate. See? We do not say chocolate. No, it's chocolate. Like okay, great. So remember, it's time for you to practice the letter C. Sometimes sounds like a k, 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 and sometimes it sounds like a C. Okay, I want to say hello to Carolina, to Maye. I want to say hello to Essensi, hello to Ian and Harold. Okay, so hello, thank you for being here. Listen and practice English. Remember that you can text us through our WhatsApp number 6004-8182. Nos puedes escribir al 6004-8182. 6004-8182. Or you can also text us through Instagram. You can say hello. You can write any sentences there if you want to check some answers as well. Today and right now is the time for you to do it. Great. Now let's go back with the lesson here that we have for you guys, and we are going to practice vocabulary. See? Remember, I'm going to say the word and you are going to repeat. We have fake friend, sibling, best friend, mutual friend, classmate. Okay, I'm going to explain a little bit about this word. Remember that we're talking about relationships. Okay, when we talk, if you can also share with us if you had a fake friend, or if you have siblings, or you can text us the name of your best friend. Right? Let's go and do it. Number one, we have fake friend. You know, fake friends, sometimes we think that we have a friend, right? But after the days, month, or week, even year, we notice that it's not a real friend. It's not a friend that can you trust in, right? So it is a fake friend. Okay? We have number two, sibling. In this case, it could be like brothers or sister. It could be with your both parents or one of them. but still you can call them siblings, or brothers and sisters. Number 3, we have best friend. Best friends mean that you can trust that person in all the ways, okay? You can say everything you want and the person is going to be there. And you will sometimes call, oh, this is my best friend. Number 4, we have mutual friend. In this specific word or phrase, right, it's a person who is the friend of two people who may or may not know each other, right? So in this case, we need 3 persons here, okay? 3 people, mutual friend. Remember, it's a person who is the friend of 2 people who may or may not know each other, okay? For example, Lynn and Phil met through a mutual friend, okay? I'm going to repeat again. Lynn and Phil met through a mutual friend. This will be the mutual friend. And number 5, we have classmate. As you know, your teacher all the time say that your classmate, right? It means a fellow member of a class at school or college. This word means is reference to school or college. Okay, I want to say hello to Joker. Hello. Okay, let's continue with other words. Remember, this is the time for you to pronounce the words. Remember, words are in your booklet. We have number 6, friend of a friend, bully, first friend, fair weather friend. That's like weird, right? Fair weather friend. And number 10, fickle friend. I'm going to explain a little bit of them. When we say friend of a friend, sometimes you heard about this phrase, right? Friend of a friend. Well, it's someone that one does not know well. It's a friend. It's a friend of a friend. Number 7, we have bully. You know, nowadays there are schools that they're having this kind of problem here, because this is a problem, and the name is bully, right? It's when a person has the ability to harm a person, because they have the ability to harm a person, a student that are vulnerable. Okay, so there is a person who wants to harm another person, and that person he's been vulnerable. So we need to take care, the teacher need to take care for all the students, and need to recognize when there are people that try to bully another student. Okay, great. We have number 8, first friend. When we say first friend, it's because when we are like little kids here, right? Sometimes we say, oh, I had a friend when I have 5 years ago. No, 5 years ago, I'm sorry. When I have 5 years, when I'm 5, I had a friend, like kindergarten or first grade. Sometimes there are people that say, oh, yes, that was my first friend. Okay, it's usually when they are like kids. It's the word first friend. Number 9, fair weather friend. I'm going to say in Spanish because this is a new word for some students. Fair weather friends, like amigos en buenos tiempos. That's it. If you're having a bad time, the person is not going to be there. So that is why they call fair weather. The weather is like sometimes it's raining, sometimes it's like sunny day, right? So sometimes the friend is here and sometimes not. So that is what we're calling fair weather friend. And the last one is fickle friend. Okay, es el amigo volátil, por decirlo así, el amigo que explota con todo. So this is the fickle friend. So sometimes they are like good mood with you, and sometimes they are like angry with you, and you really do not know why. So this is a fickle friend. Great. Now remember, if you have any questions, if you want to say hello to someone right today, and right now is the time, text us through 6004-8182. If you want to send any homework, you can also send them to us, okay? I want to say hello to Montenegro, Montilla, Ana Lopez, okay? Luis Arjona, hello for being here with me, listening and sharing this this information for you guys. Okay, now let's practice with that vocabulary, okay? The relationship vocabulary for you. This is a match. Match the word with the correct description. Okay, remember, best friend, classmate, fair weather friend, first friend, and fake friend. I know that you had in the past fake friends because I have it. So if you can mention some best friend, also you can do it through Instagram. But right now we have a match, and let's do 1, 2, and 3. Okay, the best friend. Say someone you have met since you were a child, someone who's there for the good stuff, someone who's really more of an acquaintance, you don't really trust him or her, someone you have met in a class, or someone who you met will always have your back. Okay, I would say that best friend is the someone who you met will always have your back, so it will be best friend. Classmate, when we use the word classmate, also it is always going to be school or college. Okay, college, so it will be someone you have met in a class. He is going to be, he or she is going, the word is classmate, sorry. Classmate, someone you have met in a class. And number 3, fair weather friends, as I said before, like weather, right? Some seasons are like winter, then spring. There are sometimes the people are good or good mood, or then they are angry, right? So what do you think it will be fair weather friend? Okay, I would say, for example, someone who's there for the good stuff. It could be that one, the fair weather friend. Someone who's there for the good stuff, someone who's really more of an acquaintance, you don't really trust him or her, someone you have met in a class, someone you met will always have your back. I would say in a good stuff, someone who's there for the good stuff. Okay, very good. Now let's go, and with the question, did you know? This is our famous question, did you know? And every time that we give you this values information, right, is for you to learn more about details, something that you really do not know. Okay, so in a lifetime you made 396 friends, but only 1 out of 12 friendships last. Wow, that's huge, you know. So in your lifetime you are going to meet like 396 friends. It's a lot of people, right? But only 1 out of 12 friendships lasts. Wow, excellent. Now let's think about structure. Let's talk about grammar here a little bit. I'm going to explain a little bit about simple present and present continuous. When I say simple present, or when you heard the word or the phrase, right, simple present, that is a tense, right, it's about the actions that happen regularly. Okay, something that happens always, sometimes, usually happens regularly is simple present. It's the first tense that our teacher teaches. Okay, and the teacher here also teaches students to recognize the verbs. Okay, simple present. Now what about present continuous? As the word says, continue. Okay, is the action that happens, that the action is happening in the moment. Okay, it's happening right now, but also or sometimes continue in the future. Okay, let me give you some examples so you can have an idea. Okay, simple present, remember the action happens regularly. Okay, I watch cartoons every day. So the words every day, right, specify that it's regularly. So we are using simple present. And the structure will be subject plus verb plus object plus period. Okay, I watch cartoons every day. Well, what happened with present continuous? If I'm saying that the action is happening right now and may continue in the future, it will be like this: subject plus auxiliary plus verb ing This is the difference. The verb ing plus object plus period. Okay? Examples. Teacher Lewis is speaking to you now. See? We are using the time expression now. That refers that is happening right now. Another example. Teacher, well, this is in negative. Teacher Lewis is not speaking to you now. It's a negative. Okay, just don't confuse. Remember, I'm going to repeat one more time because this is very important for you to speak and recognize when you are writing, okay? Simple present, when the action happens regularly. Simple present continuous is when the action is happening right now or may in the future. Simple present, we use the base form. Present continuous, we using ing. Remember, simple present, I watch cartoons every day. Watch, the verb is in base form. And present continuous, Teacher Lewis is speaking to you. Is speaking, the verb to be plus ing, okay? Is speaking, ing, to you now. Sometimes it helps us to write or to speak with time expressions. For example, in simple present, we say every day, every 2 weeks, every month. In present continuous, we're using, for example, tomorrow, right now. We say 2 weeks later, okay? So this is the explanation for simple present and simple and present continuous. I'm going to give you 2 more examples so you can be clear about this. Okay, when we talk about friend, an example, it could be, my friends play video games, okay? My friends play video games is simple present. My friends are playing video games with me. See? We're using the verb to be and the verb with ing. Another example with sibling. My siblings study in the same classroom. Remember, if study in the same classroom means that it's studying in the whole year. So it's doing every day. My siblings study in the same classroom. This is simple present. And present continuous. My siblings is we're using plural. We are using the verb are studying, right? ing, the verb studying in the same classroom. Okay, remember that the topic for 9th graders it's about relationships, second part, okay? Simple present and present continuous. Now, it's your turn to practice to make sentences right using simple present and present continuous, okay? So for today, guys, the time is just up. And it's good to see you guys. So I hope that next Friday you have questions about this that we can answer, your homeworks as well. So the time is up. So guys, see you next Friday. Bye.
Conéctate,